Hiya folks, welcome to the show, and we are back with more of The Owl House, as today we're going to be watching Season 2, Episode 5, Through the Looking Glass Ruins. The first episode since the last episode, and the last episode until the next episode. This is the one we have all been waiting for. Luz and Amity going deep into the library, alone. Sure would be a shame if any confessions of deep, intense emotions happened. Despite that, however, I think I'm just as excited for the Gus B plot, as it'll be nice to finally see him carry his own story again, and will hopefully give him a lot more development. If you just so happen to be new around here, feel free to subscribe. It's the fastest way to subscribe, and the only way you can guarantee that you subscribe. Now enjoy the the video. Alright, that's all I have to say, so let's jump right in. Okay, and here we have Season 2, Episode 5, Through the Looking Glass Ruins, in 3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, you okay?
I messed up bad, Luz. Willow just needed help with this pixie problem, right?
Oh, Gus.
I moved up 2 grades. What's the point of being good at this if I can't do anything good with it?
Oh, it's finally happening! We're getting Gus development!
It's tough as nails. I'm sure you're both be feeling better.
Already just gonna pull one of these out. Come on, Disney. Just let the witches kiss. I might be getting myself too built up for nothing here, because I have no idea what's going to happen, but those promos got me. Oh, Gus has a Bad Girls covered t-shirt.
Willow, how you feeling? Do you have a fever? Willow!
Gustaban. Any of those working for you?
You need my library card to visit Amity, don't you?
I haven't been doing a good job of hiding that. Well, I was also...
Oh, they just confirmed it! They just confirmed Luz has feelings for Amity! Oh, I haven't felt this hyped since Grom.
I've just been thinking, what if it's time for me to explore different kinds of magic?
I'm all for trying new things, but what's wrong with illusions?
Illusions are just so... you know...
Is Gus gonna learn some glyphs? Ooh, hello.
Good work, guys.
Name's Gus.
Nice to meet you. This is Angmar, Gavin, and I'm...
Oh, they're nice.
I would have helped, but there was this other baby in danger.
Oh no.
Have you ever heard of the Galder Stones?
They're powerful relics. Many witches and demons have sought them.
But they've all returned empty-handed, haunted by its guardian.
But it'll be rough going. You said you were a Hexite student, right? We could use the extra strength.
That sounds awesome, but I can't. I promised a friend I'd help her with something today.
Shows what you know. Gus here's a regular super witch.
No.
Come on, man. You know I'm all about proving jerks wrong.
She is.
Whoa.
Are you gonna get redeemed? Because either you can get redeemed or you can get lost.
Mystery vendor floods market with dangerous human goods. Oh, Ida.
Aww.
Hey, Luz.
She's blushing!
And hey, picking up Amity? Nah, looks like you got that covered.
I just love that everyone knows. It's just no one is in the dark here.
Are they bothering you again? Oh, no.
No.
Here's you.
No.
Here you are.
This is happening. This is actually happening on a Disney Channel show.
Help me find this book. Hundreds of years ago, there was a human named Philip Whittabane living in Bonesboro. Yeah.
Philip Whittabane.
But once we're inside, you have to listen to everything I say. If we're caught,
You listen to everything she says, Luz. Anything she says about anything.
let's not waste any time.
Oh, I already can't handle this.
If you're holding one, any spell you cast gets a big power boost. I can grow an entire forest and make my own butterfly sanctuary.
Oh.
That's a great idea. Go on, Gus. I know you can do it.
I really like her.
Fireball!
Okay, but after this, Luz has to teach Gus and Willow how to use glyphs. Whoa!
We'll be super sneaky and quiet. Got it.
Malthus is actually the one who gave me my job and my own.
This music!
The human world sounds odd.
Maybe it would be less odd if I showed you around someday. But, let's turn back. I don't want to push you.
Oh.
I said you're on lookout duty. And if I catch you playing with any more bugs, I'll make you eat them. Okay?
Okay, so toxic positivity. Good to know.
Galderstones is ours.
Okay, but after that, I don't trust you anymore.
This is an illusionist graveyard.
Oh, Gus, you're saying that as if it's a bad thing. You want to power up those cool spells of yours?
No, this isn't right. I won't let you steal these.
Come on, Gus.
Well, I wonder if it can handle a little fire.
I'm all out of glyphs.
So Gus's story in this episode is the A plot and the Lunacy stuff is the B plot. Okay. Oh, that's so adorable.
You little rat!
Like, I can't even process these feelings right now. Gosh, it's so hard for me to say this, but, like, you're fired?
Oh no.
Being around you, it makes me do stupid things, and I wish it didn't.
It's okay, I do stupid things around you too, Amity.
I think I need to go home.
Nada funcionará a menos que lo haga funcionar.
That was so adorable.
I don't think it be another illusionist. Though I don't remember them being so small.
I mean, he had a growth spurt.
Bad guardian is just another useless illusionist. Today just keeps getting better.
I was rooting for you guys.
I didn't know she was gonna do this.
Maddie, we need you to hold our stuff.
This is exactly how it was at Glandis. Always Bria's stooge.
Better a stooge than a clown. Bria was right. Illusions are nothing but high-def party tricks.
Yeah, I used to think that too. But then I met some dork who used his powers to save me from a man-eating detention pit.
Oh.
Think.
Thanks, Bartholomew. It's time to teach those jerks a lesson.
I can't believe I just awed over Bartholomew. Yeah, mess these kids up. Ooh! We're getting some PG violence up in here. Ooh!
It can't actually hurt me. It can't even touch me.
Man, that took a lot of concentration. There are some limits. I wish I could repair all the damage they did.
Maybe I can help.
Oh.
I mean, we're like friends now?
I don't know.
We've seen this before.
I'm thinking things I've never thought before. I'm feeling things I never used to feel.
You think those feelings, sweetie.
Hey, your roots are growing out. Do you want to dye your hair again? So, how's it look?
I'm sorry about everything. I understand.
Look at
You're the one that ate the diary. Look.
Wait, this is is an echo mouse. It consumes knowledge through writing and can play back anything it eats. We dealt with them a lot at work. Watch.
The more I learn about this realm, the more I am certain I can harness its strange powers.
Bellows! Bellows! Bellows!
Mouse, I hope you and I can become good friends. You always have a way of sneaking into people's hearts.
Oh, move, sister.
Yes! Yes! Oh my god! It finally happened! It finally happened! We just witnessed a historical event. The last decade going from Gravity Falls and, you know, as hard as it tried to push Rhett in earlier episodes but got shut down by the executives during the production process, going from the 11th hour confession of love in the Gravity Falls finale to now, it's and Amity's new hair. She's finally becoming the rebellious teen we all knew she could be. I've turned this into confetti. And then Gus, well, technically that was the subplot. Gus's plot was the A plot, and it was so good. It was so nice to finally get really deep into his character and, you know, explore his insecurities and his failures. And hopefully this is only the beginning of, you know, this storyline between him and Bartholomew. That was stunning. That was... Oh my god. On to the review! Wow. So remember that thing I said a few episodes back? We are getting close. We are getting so close. Turns out, I was right on the money, as we got a semi-Lumity confession and a kiss on the cheek, which is a full confession in my book. Just a heads up, this review is not going to be structured. I'm not going to recap all the plot beats in a semi-humorous way that only I find funny. For the next few minutes, it's just going to be me gushing about this episode. We all good with that? Okay, let's put aside Lumity for the moment and talk about the A-plot in this episode. Gus having doubts whether or not illusion magic is helpful and joining a quest with a few Glandis students and Bartholomew, only to learn they're actually robbing an illusionist graveyard, so in the end, stands up for what is right. Can I just say how much of a power move it was for Dana and the team to essentially shove the big Lumity confession to the side and focus on Gus and his insecurities for most of the episode. But as someone who has proudly proclaimed Gus as one of his favourite characters ever since his first appearance, I very much appreciated this. It was great seeing his journey and how he saves the day when the nice teens turn out to be not so friend-shaped. I especially loved the beginning and how it subtly introduces the pressure Gus feels having moved up several grades. He's supposed to be so intelligent, yet in a crisis always feels useless. To me, this is basically taking Gus's not too prominent role in season 1 and using it in the show to further evolve his character. Oh, and Bartholomew was here too, and actually gets a pseudo redemption arc where he and Gus become friends, calling back to something ventured someone framed. I'm really eager to see where this goes, and I hope, even with only 18 episodes of the series left, we get a few more Gus-focused storylines that can really tap into the amazing potential of his character. Jumping over to Luz, she's at the library searching for the journal of the previous human to reside in Bonesborough, Philip Witterbane. But no one wants to hear about lore right now. Let's get to the looms. A majority of their screen time in the episode is them trying to search for the journal in the Forbidden Stacks, while constantly getting flustered around each other and coming so close to confessing their feelings so many times. If I wasn't so enamored with just how adorable every small interaction between them is, it might have gotten annoying. Also, side note, I love how it's now canon that everyone just knows how hard both these girls are crushing on each other. I especially love Edric and Emira's role in this episode. It was nice seeing a much more supportive and caring side towards Amity, especially in the final scene. Luz and Amity are found by Malphus as Amity is fired, leading to our first confession.
Being around you, it makes me do stupid things, and I wish it didn't. It's okay, I do stupid things around you too, Amity.
Amity leaves as Luz heads back into the library and endures many dangerous trials off-screen to get Amity her job back. At Blight Manor, the twins are comforting Mittens when Emira mentions how Amity's roots are showing and asks if she'd like her hair dyed again. And then Amity decides to try something new. Regardless of whether or not people like this design, I love it, but that's beside the point. It is so important to recognise how huge this is for Amity. She is now making a conscious effort to change her self-image by removing herself from what Odalia has tried to mould her into, rejecting her mother's desire to have all her children be colour coordinated. And Luz also very much likes it. We learn the creature that previously ate most of Witterbane's journal is an echo mouse.
It consumes knowledge through writing and can play back anything it eats. We dealt with them a lot at work.
Amity activates it as it starts playing back the journal entries. Blah blah blah, law law, Amity kisses Luz.
Bold move, sister.
And Luz finally gets the memo. The implicit has become explicit. She no longer has to read between the lines because the lines just gave her a peck on the face. It cannot be understated how monumental this is. Ever since the Owl House began, it has been breaking down so many of the titanium-enforced homophobic walls that Disney have built. You've heard me more than a few times talk about how amazing it is to say that the Disney Channel has a lead bisexual character with a lesbian love interest. But now we have this. A romantic kiss between two main characters who identify as female on a Disney Channel show. It really is historic and should be treated as a huge milestone that the House of Mouse currently has the most gay cartoon on television. Even though they are cutting it short by not giving it a full third season and instead giving fans a consolation prize in the form of free specials, which is something that has never happened before, and without any concrete answers we can only assume this is the reason why. But nobody's perfect. And if the show has to be sent out this way just so it could do this, then it's worth it. Because it's series like this that pave the way for the next generation of LGBTQIA+ artists. And thanks to couples like Lumity, hopefully in a few years we won't have to celebrate and sensationalize this because it'll just be normal to see these relationships in media. But we're still a whiles off from getting there, unfortunately, so now we just have to keep fighting and celebrate every victory we make along the way. And this is a huge victory, and I'm sure over the next few weeks these two are going to be making all kinds of waves. As a matter of fact, I can hear the clicks of Christian moms typing up their articles right now. Before I close off, I just want to give a mention to Brad Breek, who is the series composer for Season 2, stepping into the shoes of TJ Hill, who held that position during Season 1. When it was announced Hill wouldn't be returning, there was hesitation from the fandom. But to me, Breek has done a phenomenal job with the music in Season 2 so far, easily eclipsing Season 1 in my opinion. Every single episode has had so many instances of emotional and powerful music that I would love to listen to on its own. And the good news is, I can, because he's been uploading the soundtrack to each episode as they come out on his YouTube channel. In fact, there's probably a good chance I'm listening to the Echoes of the Past soundtrack right now while editing this. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description, and I highly implore you to go listen through all these. If you have any thoughts on this episode you don't want the Echo Mice to get, I strongly advise leaving them down below, as I would love to discuss them with you. Thanks so much for watching, folks, and I'll see you real soon.